Welcome back to my channel, and today we are painting wood, or like chipboard. I don't know, but it's different. And this is the second painting back from my little hiatus of non-painting activity. This one is gonna be birds. There was a specific bird that I was going for, not that Dracula parrot, not that I don't know, but it's a red bird. It's red and it's blue. It's red and purple. It's a really pretty tiny bird. And I was like, I was gonna do it photorealistic, but I was like, that takes a lot of time. So I just drew an image on there. And I was like, we're gonna get this going, because I was not sure how the mediums were gonna work together, because that is a slab of wood that I'm painting on. It started off very slippery, but what I do like about it being slippery is it's very forgiving. You can almost like wipe any paint off of it. Canvas, it still kind of sticks. We just about got one bird done. This was one of my more, I feel like, pretty pieces of work. This is something that I hope to display in the future. It came out really nice. I've been having slight mental disagreements with myself about what part of the canvas I should do first, or what part of what surface. It's like, you do the backgrounds first, you might exhaust your eyes and hand before you get to the figures that actually matter in the painting. If you do the figures in the front first, you might get your full image on there and not want to do the background because you like how the subjects turned out. It happens all the time. I'm always like, I get to the last part of the painting and I never feel like finishing, because it's like wherever I started at is always where most of my focus goes. I do make it a thing, and I do stress that to all painters. The hardest thing to do is complete things. So complete everything. We're working on some leaves right now. I placed them at the bottom of the canvas, mostly because I wanted the birds to be close together, and I wanted them to be the like centerpiece of the image. And I was like, there's a cool way to let everyone know that they are in trees or in plants. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw some leaves at the bottom. We're gonna do some cool lines on them. This part, we basically are separating what part is in the forefront from the foreground with the leaves. Like, all leaves have a very distinctive pattern. So I was trying to make sure that with these, that one was darker than the other, or one was in the forefront, close to the front bird and not the back bird. Now, those are, mentally for me, those are like bubbles. I'm doing some experimenting with the color blue. I really like dark blues. Now, light blues, I'm trying to figure out how I can incorporate them into paintings, because I rarely use blue, and I always find myself left over with so much blue paint because I never use blue in antique paintings. I did that to kind of signify like rainforest, let's say. So there's water bubbles everywhere. There's these three birds. They're all coexisting. It's very, tried to make it as scenic as possible and nicely colored. We're about 75% now. I want to say the purple bird gave me the most problems, because purple paint is slightly difficult. You can't really make it much darker. You can add black, but it does muddy it almost immediately. But if you start adding too much white to purple, it throws it off, because purple is like shades of red, but shades of blue, sometimes shades of magenta. And at the top here, I was like, the top bird has to be completely red. Try to minimize the purple. You know, the white on it was a bit difficult because I had already added purple to the stomach of the bird. It's like, purple's a tricky color to try to use in paintings. If it's not directly something clothing, like any purple animal or flowers, but the end result's always really nice for whatever reason. I feel like it dries differently than it can be applied onto whatever surface. Got the palette going. So yeah, more of this last bird. At this point of the painting, I think my brain was a bit exhausted. I had spent too much time concentrating on other parts of the image. It's always the last part. Adding some feather details. Tried to get as detailed as possible with this on this new surface. That there was the look of confusion. I don't know what to do next. I went back and I was like, because of some recent events, I'll go ahead and add religion. I know it's always questionable to do in paintings, but it's okay. Just add some religion in there. Some last minute details of white. We want to get some values in there. I think the end result of this painting being that we've only painted on wood maybe like twice. It's like a very good end result. I find myself not creating a style, but more so creating color palettes. I want to get more realistic with my imagery, but at the same time, like the whole using a reference and painting from looking at a picture, I find it to be less artistic, more photocopy-ish. It's like, what can your hands and your brain do without like a visual aid? I feel like that's kind of the magic of creatives or artists. It's like, what's going on in your brain with your eyes without guidance. Thank you guys for watching. Had a lot of fun, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Be crazy.